It has 1,000 milliamp hour battery inside, and it's brutally bad. Like, it's already bad enough when you're carrying around a whole nother device alongside your smartphone. And it's also just straight up missing a ton of what I would consider just basic features. Like, it can't set alarms, can't set timers, it can't record videos, can't record photos, can't send emails. There's no calendar built in. There's just a lot of things that I would want an assistant to do, not here. And of course, being an AI assistant, it also does still hallucinate and confidently answer questions wrong. What are we doing here?
The Rabbit R1 has been a topic of discussion for the last week or so. And I think this is following a trend with AI where they're not just selling the AI, it's like wrapped in our product. In this video, we're going to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. Starting off with the good, I think this is pretty cool as far as a product. We've seen with other AI products that this one is kind of like the best out of the few that's like out here. You have like the glasses where like that's kind of cool and everything, like by Meta, those Ray-Ban glasses where you can record like through your vision, you can wear it on your face, as well as I think you can live stream. So that's a pretty cool feature, and it's like, you know, glasses and it's Ray-Ban. So at the end of the day, it's a Ray-Ban glasses that you can really use for anything. But this right here doesn't really have like that type of cool factor, but it has, I think, more powerful AI applications when it comes to this. I think what's really good with this versus like that badge thing that people were wearing that cost like $700 is the price is amazing on this. The price is like $199, so $200, where that pager thing that you wear on your chest has a projector with $799 plus like a $24 subscription fee that you have to keep on paying, which is great. The price is really cheap. You know, it's like the size, I think they said, of like I don't know, like a stack of cards, as well as like the price is not as expensive as the newest, latest iPhone. And, you know, it's like portable. You know what I'm saying? It has its own battery life, has a screen on it, unlike the little pager thing that they were using. But I think, you know, it's all like kind of cool to see this. And it does like a lot. Actually more interactive. I feel like it's more like in a form factor that most people would be more used to in general than like these other gadgets. But I don't think that kind of tells the whole story of everything, because like the Humane Pin, like it was kind of there, you can talk to it and it just kind of goes. This one is more like analogish, where you have to like kind of, it's almost like a Game Boy game or something, like an old school Game Boy game is how I feel like it looks, which is an acquired taste, but I think it's something different that we don't really see much in a day-to-day. It's not like a phone, it's not like the Humane Pen that just came out, and it's not like the Ray-Ban glasses. It can supposedly do a lot of things like play music with Spotify, you can ask it questions, and basically I think these questions are like sent up to the cloud and comes back, and they come back relatively fast. And that's where I'm gonna stop with the good. Let's go with the bad. The bad thing about this is, even though it is like $199, it's not like it's beating out something else that you can get for $199. Like, I wouldn't get this over like $199 phone. Like, or even like, you know, there's older, you know, Galaxies or iPhones that are like cheaper now that I think would outperform this, you know, this and the Humane Pen, like the Rabbit R1. Humane Pen and the Meta glasses. I feel like there's so much gimmicks in these things. Even though the sell is like AI, but they're like, oh, let's put AI inside of a product to give people. And I don't think that kind of works, because like, if it's just the AI, why can't you just make like an app on a phone that's already existing? Like, we have like a ChatGPT app on your phone that you can use, and it makes calls out to the API or to the cloud and gives you back a response. It may not be the fastest, but it's actually pretty good. Like, I have ChatGPT on my phone if I don't want to go to the web page, but if I didn't, like, phones do have, you know, browsers on their phones that they can easily just go to, and if they have like a website or something. But yeah, I don't understand why most companies don't just do that. They don't just use the already existing like hardware for those type of things to then like produce. They are like taking the AI, which is basically what's like the big news about, and then like kind of making their own type of hardware phone, but not phone thing, camera, but not camera thing. And it's like another device that you have to carry around. And these devices aren't better than like the phones, like technically wise. Like they're not better battery life, they're not better with like fast charging. They don't have like better cameras, they don't have better like chipsets. It's just like a worse product altogether than like the phone. And then like yeah, like this gadget right here, the Rabbit R1, is better when it comes to maybe response times compared to the humane AI pen, little pager thing you put on your chest. But it's not like that matters when like say let's say you had to wait like a few seconds more for the Rabbit R1, or like a few seconds more for the humane pen. Let's say you had to wait a few seconds more for like an app on your phone to do the same thing, similar thing. But it's like the app is like $5, $6, $10. I don't know about you, but I think I'd rather just pay like those $10 and getting like a worse device than the phone I already have. And now let's get to like the ugly. I think the ugly part about this is just not something most people would use. Like yes, $200 isn't as much as like some of these other AI, gadgets, like with the glasses and the human AI pen coming in at like $800 basically. But is it really something people would use? Like I think this is such a niche type of product. Even right now where the market's at, or like tech is taking a hit, like money's hard to kind of come by. Like what person is going to really like be like, oh, you know what, instead of me getting like food, like almost anything, like I can't think of anything else that would like why you would get this over anything. Like if I want to get speakers, if I want to get like some headphones, like because I even had that in the demo. They had the headphones and some speakers that came in at like $199. Like, but I was like, I'd rather get that than this. And also, I think the ugly part about this is that we see this with like Amazon Alexa and like Google already, and Siri. We already have like kind of assistants that we can talk to already on our phones. And once you ask it a question, it will give you some type of answer. Also give you links to continue searching in the form factor you're used to, which is your phone. So it'll give you like an article, or give you like an answer, as well as it'll give you like a website to go to on your phone. So like it's like this weird like bad Siri or bad Google or bad like Alexa that like we already have. Like we already have like iterations of them, and they're backed by like major companies. And like I said, it's on your phone, so you have better chipsets, better RAM, better processing, better battery life, better charging, just better cameras. Like it does not make sense why I would get a separate device to have something I already have on my computer or on my phone already. Like I just don't understand that for me personally. As well as like they say it's not a phone, but this thing is Wi-Fi and mobile, like cellular enabled. So literally you can put a SIM card in this thing. You can put a SIM card in this thing and use the SIM card just like you can do in like the humane pen. You can put a SIM card in this, and basically it's like a phone, but it doesn't work as a phone. Like it's not gonna really do everything a phone can do. It's not even gonna feel like the same way a phone would be used. So it's like, why would I use this thing? I think if the price tag was $50, maybe I would consider getting this. But even with $50, man, like I just think it needs to be an app on the phone. Or like something like, I know DJI has like this capability where like it downloads like a massive file onto your phone for like recording, and like trying to pair it with like the hardware, which is like the stabilizer or whatever. But it takes over like your whole phone. Like it's like its own separate almost like thing on your phone. And I wish it could just do that, or like maybe you open up this app and it's like when you're in this app, It almost changes like it's almost like a second like operating system maybe on your phone, and it's like maybe like I don't want to say a virtual machine, but like just a separate OS, that you're using, called the Rabbit OS or something like that you use when you're inside this app, and it does the same things. I just don't see like why they're doing that. And I think competition right now with AI is going to be up there, and I just don't think this is how you beat the competition. As well as, let's be real, Amazon, Google, Apple, all are probably looking at these things and are going to make this thing just as good, or if not better, in a form factor you're used to. Like, they still haven't dropped yet, and I just can't justify the price. Like, I'm looking at the reviews, and like none of the reviews are getting me hype. I don't even know how you can sell this as like a salesman to be like, oh, I really need this a part of my life. Like, I'm willing to spend $200 on this versus like, I don't know, a plane ticket, or I don't know, just gas. I just can't see it. I don't want to be pessimistic about this because I think some people should do this. You know, some people should get this and enjoy this, but I just don't think it's for me and for most people. But I could be wrong, and I think I look forward to like to see where this thing actually goes in the future and see how well like these things perform. Because as of now, I don't think it's doing too well, and a lot of the features that like they shipped with aren't the same features that they guarantee. They're not guaranteeing any of the like teachable mode where you can teach this AI how to do everything. You know, they say they're not going to collect the data from you. Guess what? Like when you like log into your Spotify and everything, they may collect you teaching these AI. Like, let's say if you want to teach it like how to navigate your own, I don't know, bank account or something like that, or ordering a pizza or whatever. I think that they're going to collect that data. I don't think they're going to collect your passwords or your user data when you're inside different apps, but I think they're going to collect the data that you use to train. And I think that's really where they're trying to go with this. They're going to try to use you like to get in cheap for $199 to then use your information to then make a better AI app. Because I'm not sure if you noticed this or not, but there's a lot of AI apps out here that's like robotics and stuff like that, or different AI agents. And what they're really missing right now isn't like the AI model being bad. It's really like they just need more training data from people doing these things. And it's expensive to try to pay a person to do these tasks, especially because they need it at like scale and volume. And most people aren't going to do that, honestly. But who knows? We'll see kind of how this all works out in the long run. I think that's their play, just to try to get you in early. But I don't think it's going to stick. Well, being said, your boy Dexter.